In today's video, we're going to be looking at this pretty awesome looking capture card. This is by the company Glomtheia, which ended up sending me one of these for review and testing. In today's video, we're going to unbox it, then we're going to connect it to my Xbox and the monitor. And then, of course, we're going to end up doing some gaming and see how this capture card performs. Now, here is the box. Let's end up opening this up. All right, so we have USB-C to USB-C. And if you have older PC, there's also USB Type-A on this end. And then we have another cable, HDMI to HDMI. User manual. And then let's check the capture card. First impression, it is very heavy for such a small device. Quality-wise, it is very nicely built. This is metal that goes all the way around. Then you do have the rubber stands on the bottom. Really nice logo. I'm not sure if this is a light bar. It definitely looks like a light bar. And then on the back, we do have HDMI in, HDMI out, mic, audio port, line in, USB-C. All right, let me explain you the connectivity. So USB-C is going to be used to connect to your computer. You can end up using this with the Windows or the Mac OS. It also says Linux and I believe iPad as well. And then these two are meant for the out and the microphone in. Now the HDMI out is used to connect to the TV or the monitor. And then here we do have HDMI in. This is what I'm going to be plugging in my Xbox. So the way it's going to work, I'm going to go from the Xbox to here. And then from here, we're going to plug it into my monitor. And then this one is going to go straight to my Mac Mini. So simple as that. So let's end up doing this next and let's see what happens. All right, for this, I'm going to be using it with the OBS Studio. You can end up using, there's a few other apps that this support. All right, so once you open it, what we're going to do is end up adding the source. So we're going to end up doing the capture card device. And we're just going to give it the same name. We're going to click on K. And then here, we're going to find it, which will be this Glom CC100. I'm going to click on that. Would like to access the camera. Sure, I don't have the camera connected. All right, so for the input, we're going to leave it at the 1920 times 1080 because that's what I set it up in the beginning. Most of my videos, every single video I end up recording, it's in the 1080p resolution. 4K is just a bit too much. So here it does have simple FPS values, rational FPS. Let's just leave it as simple. And for 1080p, I believe it does 420 frames. And now we're going to click on the OK. And as you can see, it's already showing my screen here. I already have the Xbox on just to show you it is the same screen as it is on my Xbox. And now I'm just going to open up. Let's just do Rocket League. Hopefully it doesn't need an update. I didn't play in a while. And of course, it does need an update. All right, I'll be back once the update finishes. So I finally finished updating. What we're going to be doing is the Rocket League with no audio. I didn't connect any audio to this. So let's end up pressing it. Oh, before I do that, I should probably click on start recording. Totally forgot about that. All right, I ended up moving the camera just a little bit so you guys can see there really isn't any latency. Matter of fact, I didn't even notice any latency so far. Alright, so I just finished recording. I'm going to show you that video in a little bit, but I wanted to show you how cool the light is. So this switches from red if it's not connected, then it has the blue, also switches to green, purple, and it does have a few different colors, and I gotta say it looks absolutely amazing. So I ended up having this connected for about 30 minutes, including the updates and all that, and the device is not hot. It is warm, but not hot, so that's definitely a big bonus. Now, as I was recording, I tried to show you a little bit of the monitor and a little bit of the OBS screen so you can see there was no latency. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.